Welcome back to FaceTime on Capital. Today we are talking about branding with our two special guests, Hisham Noor, a brand development consultant, as well as Jasmine Abdullah, the Chief Operating Officer of Gymboree Play and Music Malaysia Bravo Sdn Bhd. So just now we are talking about the internet and social media, which we're going to touch on in a moment. But first I'd like to put this question to Jasmine. We all know that Gymboree's brand overseas was very strong 15 years ago. So when you brought it in, of course, that's one of the greatest challenges, is to create to harness the powers of that branding for Malaysians here. So how do you go about creating greater awareness in terms of putting Gymboree out there among Malaysian parents?
Okay. To begin with, because I understand the fact that Gymboree is a very strong brand, and so I believe in it. I believe in my product. I believe in all the benefits. So I stay put with all its benefits intact. I do not succumb to anything less. Okay, so I maintain that benefits, and I put out to the market, to the people. Yes, you want to bring your mate, but sorry, this is a parent-child. So I do not compromise. And I basically, the way I get other parents involved is through experiencing the trial class, the classes. So they go back and they tell their friends, their relatives. So it's more of a grassroots.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So for example, each parent that enroll, I said bring 4 more friends or 4 more relatives. So it just spreads out like a wildfire.
Right. So avoid the temptation to take shortcuts, right? For business and commercial reasons, right?
Yes,
Very important.
Yes. So stay put with, maintain the same logo, the same color, the same program. 45 minutes class is 45-minute class. So
the core values, right?
Yes,
right.
yes.
That's
yes,
the way.
yes.
That's the way I guess it should be as well, so that you have actually consistency in terms of the brand.
Consistency.
Yes, that's the branding, lah.
That's the branding.
Yes.
Because, like for example, you go to a KFC, you go to a McDonald's, Worldwide, Starbucks. It's somewhat standardized. How you see in terms of the franchise, the outlets, the service, the food, everything should be identical, right?
Identical.
That's
yes.
right.
So you must maintain the same standard.
Right.
The color, the services, the hi, hello, good morning. It has to maintain that.
Right. And of course, word of mouth and this kind of are very personal, and is the most powerful form of advertising, isn't it?
Exactly.
Because people can speak from personal experience and from the heart as well.
Yes. So when you maintain that, you will have the return of the same client with their first child, their second child, and their third child. So being that in Malaysia we have been here for 15 years, so I've had my older student from Gymboree 15 years ago is probably today 17 or 18 years old.
Right, amazing.
When this program is only meant for up to 5 years old.
Wow, it has evolved in such a way already, right?
Yes.
Right. And of course, not only that, it's not just within the family, it actually spreads to relatives as well as close friends, co-workers, colleagues, and it just goes on and on.
Yes.
Now, coming back to this, we were touching about the internet and social media before the commercial break. Now, we all know that it's a big game changer in today's day and age. Now, previously, if someone was not happy with a particular brand, they would have to, type an email or send a letter to the company.
Discreetly.
Discreetly, and that's it. You don't know whether anything is actually done about it. But today, you can go on Twitter, you can go on Instagram, you can go on Facebook, you can go on blogs, websites, and basically the whole world can see.
You can destroy the brand, basically.
Exactly. So it's quite scary, isn't it? So what's your thoughts on that? Huh?
Okay. Social media, I can say, it's either if you know it, you can make a lot of money of it. If you make one small mistake, you can screw your reputation, hence your brand. Because you have the mainstream industry. Okay, blah blah blah, the TV, all that. Okay, I have a friend who actually work from home.
Okay.
He's a businessman selling health product.
Online business, is
Online business, purely on Facebook and website. And now I can say, I think he was interviewed by TV9 yesterday.
Sure.
Back then, now his company income is 138,000 ringgit Malaysia monthly, and the sales of the product like 2.2 million last year. So
amazing.
He solely depend on internet and Facebook. And apart from that, he also have his own branding, his own tagline, so that when you meet people, let's say he's sending the product to the customer,
Right.
and even customers see his personal page on Facebook, he always has a distinct trademark of himself,
Right.
which is this. He always do this, and every time he writes something on Facebook or even texting us,
Right.
he always ended with copy satu.
Okay.
Okay, so and basically apart from you're making your empire, you're making your business empire through
Right.
online. So but you also brand yourself, and by the end of the day, people will know you, and because of you have some like friendly trademark, people
Right.
tend to get to know you, and eventually people will buy product and you make money out of
That's
it.
right. I think it's something like an association as well as
Yes.
anchoring a particular visual
correct.
effect. I guess one classic example would be Donald Trump on The Apprentice.
Yes,
You're
yes,
fired.
yes.
So everyone thinks of that. They straight away,
fired, yeah.
it anchors to Donald Trump as
Correct.
well,
I mean,
right?
Donald Trump is not the top 10 richest man in the world.
No,
but,
he's not.
But people, I mean, around
People
the world,
know him,
people know
still
that
know him, yeah.
maybe he's the richest man in the world. So indirectly he brand himself.
That's right.
And indirectly he marketing his whole property, like the Trump Tower,
That's right.
whatever he has under his business. So from one effort, you can exploit the rest with this one effort, and you can exploit everything. And now that you have social media, let's say you have Donald Trump page, then you can link all of your business
That's
through
true.
that Facebook page, and basically that's your marketing already. Then people
Right.
will know you, and you make
Another
make
classic
money.
example is Sir Richard Branson as well.
Yes,
He
yes,
is
yes.
a powerhouse when it comes to
Correct, yes,
branding as
yes,
well. You know, he's an
yes.
icon in that sense. So
Yes.
it shows as well.
I still remember when he used to just throw sending papers on his neighborhood. I mean,
When he first started out,
when he
right?
first
From the very, very beginning,
Basically,
yeah.
his first business, and I mean, I read his book, and now he's a tycoon. I mean, and also like Donald Trump, he's not in the top 10 richest man in the
No,
world,
he's
but
not.
people know him. He brand himself as not a boring corporate
right.
style. I mean, with long hair,
That's right.
with a beard, with girls. So
That's
he brand
right.
himself a very, very fun person, and people like it. And eventually, people this is a fun person.
They
I
can
want to
connect
join
with him
They
as
can
well,
connect
which
with
is very
yes.
important.
And
And
he's
his brand.
He's connecting back to people, and he's English, but still people like him.
That's a good one. Right. Now, coming back to Gymboree as well. Now, we all know that it has been 15 years already. So can you just share with us a bit about the progression in terms of the last 1.5 decades with regards to building the brand? Of course, you have come a long way. So hopefully now it's somewhat easier days. Can you share?
Well, of course, like I said in the beginning, it was tough, but persistence, perseverance, and trying to have the marketplace have the trust in you, and time again and again to show the same benefits that they earn, and to have the emotional attachment as their child grow, and to have the memories of beautiful time that they have with their little one. So with that, it evolved.
Right.
And when they share, we become a bigger family.
Right.
Yeah, so over the 15 years, they have evolved, and I've seen it multiple. So just like having, from one center to 2 to 3, coming up 4th, and there's 2 more also in Singapore.
Right. You mentioned about evolution, which is a very, very good word. Now, what about the evolution with regards to the techniques, with regards to the setup, the teaching methods, and
We
all?
maintain the same.
Same,
Maintain
huh?
the
Same, because
Okay.
once you have the same technique, you build the loyalty, and consumers have trust in you. They have the first experience of a good time. They want the return of the second emotional attachment with their second child and their third child. So for me, it's about consistency.
Right.
It's about building the trust with the customers. And for me also, it's about value for your money. Yeah, though we have gone through times and changes in inflations and stuff like
Sure.
that. Of course, the price has increased from
Sure.
time to time. But once they have established the value for the money, the trust, the loyalty, they're willing to pay.
Yeah, willing to
So
spend.
it's-
They see the value in it, so
yes.
that's the most important thing.
So we have that.
Right.
We have that. So again and again, I still have customers with me today
From-
from 15 years ago.
Right. Now, what about the advent of technology as well as the internet and so forth? As we know, times have changed considerably today as compared to 15 years ago.
Yes,
Has
yes.
that been incorporated?
Of course,
Okay.
yes. We have to, because before we were handling customers with where there is no internet, there is no iPad or handphone.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
know, so like I said, we have evolved through time. So we have to use the different techniques now. So we have communication with the customers through infoblasts,
Right.
through internet, using the web. So that's how we stay in touch with the customers.
Fantastic.
And to keep them updated and stuff like that. So before you used to have a lot of flyers. So now we post one information, and the customer will just come and snap the picture.
Correct.
And that's
and share it on Facebook
And
or
share
what?
it,
That's
yeah.
right, that's
and you know
right.
how fast it works with,
Oh,
with
yes.
you know, WhatsApp and you know, messages. It
Yep.
just spreads out.
Yep.
So it does make our advertising or our information out to
Marketing
public
effort.
a lot faster.
Well said, well said. And
Very
much,
much
more,
faster.
much cheaper as well.
Cheaper and
Oh,
faster.
yes.
Faster.
That,
Oh,
that's
yes.
the
Save the
advantage.
environment too, very
Oh
important.
yes, yes, definitely,
Definitely.
definitely.
Now coming back to branding, just now we can say it's a double-edged sword. It can actually, the internet can actually help you, or it could actually kill you
Correct.
in essence.
Yes,
I
yes.
think one of the very most used word with regards to this is customer engagement.
Customer engagement, yes. Okay.
Engagement,
Yeah.
that's right. You know, in the sense that people post up, you don't reply,
Yes.
then suddenly, oh, this company X, they don't respond,
Correct,
my complaint, like that,
correct,
like that.
correct.
Has anyone? Then suddenly you get all these
Yes,
people
yes.
responding. So engagement is very crucial, right?
Yeah, it is crucial. It's very, very crucial. And also you must know how to manage the risk if somebody posts something bad about you. I mean, how you manage the risk when, and how do you respond to it? What's your word? I mean,
That's right.
I mean, if you use one hostile word, you're gone.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
You-
But I mean, even though they can throw a shit to you, but if you know how to counter it,
Right.
I think customer is always right. Maybe you can apologize for
Right.
any inconveniences. Then eventually, yes, people know about it, but because you respond to it, because
Right.
you don't just sit behind the bar,
That's
sit
right.
behind the computer and do
Right.
nothing about it.
Yeah.
Eventually, people
Ignore
will
it and that kind of thing, yeah.
And people like, okay, wait, this is nothing. So then, okay lah, I don't want to use this. I want to use other
Right,
stuff.
right.
If you're engaging, then people, okay, I complain by you, but you're engaging me, and,
Yeah.
and
You're taking their
apart from
complaint seriously.
apart from just commenting on the public status, then they can go to PM, then they can resolve it. I mean, then eventually, okay, problem solved.
That's right.
Continue business,
That's
make your
right.
money.
Life goes on, right?
Yeah, life
So
goes
it's
on.
also about timeliness as well, that you
Yes.
must respond reasonably fast. Otherwise, people think that you're not taking...
Not really fast. I mean, you can take times because maybe from one comment, maybe this person comment, maybe there's a few other comments
Right,
from other users.
right.
Maybe you can take time. It depend on how you want to manage.
Or perhaps at the very least send a holding reply. Thank you for your complaint or your feedback.
Yes,
We are
yes.
looking into it right now.
Correct,
Do
easy.
do
Yes,
hang on for a bit,
yes,
and we'll revert
yes.
back to you. At least
Correct.
people know that someone is looking into it. And I think
Yes.
that's very crucial as
Yes.
well.
And if you see on job street, there's a lot of posting about social media person, because
That's right.
In a big corporation, they need someone to take care of their social media.
Right. Yeah, that's true. There's a great demand for those kind of roles in the future. We're almost running out of time. Very, very quickly, Hisham.
Yeah.
Can you just share with us, for those out there who would like to build their brand, be it personal brand of their products, brand of their services, what is the one thing they should focus the most on?
I think stay true to themselves and don't be a copycat.
Right.
You know what you want, you know what you are, and like she said, maintain your value. Don't ever change it for a decade, for a century. And best example is KFC. I mean, you can taste the same chicken from 10 years ago, from first they started until now.
True.
Same chicken.
That's right.
So maintain your value and your authenticity. You know what? This is internet. People can just search, this people is copying this thing.
That's
people,
true.
And have a good brand development plan. You know what you want. You know, how to say that? You know how far you want your brand to go.
Right.
Or you just want to be like what Malay said, you want to kampung, or you want to go international. You want to have 700 branches all over the world. So you know what you want, and
That's right. And
hopefully,
strive
with
towards
your
it.
passion, you're enthusiastic, and you're eager to be successful, hopefully you can develop your brand and you can be up there.
Right, fantastic. Hisham. Quickly from you, Jasmine, what about you in terms of starting a business? Any one piece of advice you can give would be entrepreneurs out there?
Okay, I would say believe in your product, be consistent, giving the best that you can, and stay loyal to your own
That's right.
brand.
Never sell out. That's right. No shortcuts. There's no
No
shortcuts.
shortcuts.
Yes,
No,
no
don't look at
shortcuts.
quick
Stay
gains.
loyal.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right then. Thank you very much, Hisham and Jasmine, for the insights regards
you.
to the business, the brand that it plays, which is so crucial in making your business very, very successful. That's all the time we have for FaceTime right now. But when we come back, we got more corporate developments and business news here on Capital Today.